Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Atypicals podcast. My name is Kyle, and we are on episode 10, I think, today. Yes, episode 10.
Yeah, episode 10.
Right, I'm here with Miliano, and who's this guy?
I don't know. He just kind of showed up. You know, it was late.
Yeah, I'm here with my good friend Jonathan.
That's your friend?
What?
Don't look at me like that.
Yes. So I guess we could just jump
it's nice when our guests are not nice to you, like our last one. My brother's like a little too nice to you. I was like, man,
is he nice to me
Yeah.
though? Like, well, actually,
I was like, man, he's kind of treating Kyle like a human. What is this?
Well, your brother sticks up for me, unlike some people.
Didn't
You know, my
he?
actual friend.
Jonathan, you don't stick up for Kyle, do you?
I would like to say that Jonathan does.
Maybe.
No.
Didn't his brother like walk in to the room at one some
Yeah, last week's episode, he just walked in.
Yeah, last week's episode, he was a surprise guest for us, so it was a fun time.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Jonathan Lwin. I am currently a senior in high school at BCHS.
And you just turned 18, right?
I turned 18
How
on
was-
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, your birthday's on Thanksgiving?
It was on
Well, Thanksgiving's
this year.
different every year.
Oh, right.
This year was
yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
So, yeah. How was that? How does it feel to be 18 years old now?
Well, I have a bank account and a Costco card now.
Nice.
Not
So I guess I can go to Costco without my dad, which I wouldn't do that just because like
You can go broke more.
Exactly.
The first thing you do when you're 18 is go to Costco. Buy
Costco,
yourself.
but like it's like buy in bulk. So
Oh, for
if I go there, I'd be spending like half of my money.
Right, like you walk in and you're like, oh, I need to get, I need to go get some scissors, and then you walk out with like a 50 pack of like Keurig cups and
Exactly.
a new TV. And
One time I went to Costco and I bought 2 gallons of syrup, and it lasted me like 5 years because I only had pancakes like once a year. So
doesn't syrup expire, or does it last long?
I'm pretty sure syrup lasts a long time, right?
Maybe.
I don't fucking know. I don't. But 2 gallons, Jesus, dude.
Two big jugs of syrup. Lasted
like
me forever.
pre-COVID, I ran into your grandma like twice at Costco.
Really?
Yeah, I think one time I was with you, or
Costco?
one time she was with you. Yeah, Costco.
We never go to Costco, so are you sure that
I
was
said
us?
pre-COVID, bro.
Yeah, but we never.
I ran into your nan one time
I've seen
at
a couple people
Costco.
at Costco that I know.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I've seen a couple people at Costco that I know.
I don't think I saw you though. That's the thing.
Oh well, you know.
Who did you see that could have
who
looked
was,
like
who
me?
was who was with her?
I know who was with my grandma that looks like me, but it's not me.
I think it was you. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, then
Well,
sorry.
I'm
to burst
sure
your
I saw.
bubble.
I'm sure I saw her.
You were probably delusional. You probably saw
Yeah, you know.
just some imaginary me and my grandma.
Senile.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, I heard like before we were setting up that you said you were recording something. Do you record your own music or something like that?
No.
What do you do?
No, so my friends, Carson Ezel and James Fulse, they also both went to BCHS, but they graduated. But Carson goes to Berklee School of Music in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to stay, like, busy with, like, music stuff over the summer, like, he just asked, like, hey, you guys want to record an EP or something, or, like, do something? Because, like, he already had other projects going on. So, like, he just, like, wanted to do something with us because, like, we're, like, more of his, like, closer friends.
Right.
So we made an EP.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's coming out in January or maybe even February.
Oh, well, that's not
We finished recording it in like August though.
Mm.
So
Not bad. And you guys are all pretty musical, right?
yeah, James plays bass and guitar. Carson, he majors in drums, but he can also play guitar and bass and like probably some other things. Like he was in like percussion with me.
Right,
So
sure.
like he can play like all those percussion instruments.
And what can you do?
I play?
What can you do?
Yeah,
play-
can you do anything?
I play the theremin.
The theremin.
No,
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like you hear it a lot on like old sci-fi like soundtracks.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an actual
I
instrument.
play the drums and bass, and I can sing,
Oh yeah.
but
You have a background in singing.
I've done one vocal performance. It was the Redbone one.
Right. Yeah, he did a Redbone vocal performance for. Was
Yeah.
this for school?
Nice.
It was for school, right?
It was for Colors of Christmas last year for BCHS, the Christmas
All right.
festival.
That's like
thing.
a Christmas festival that our school puts on.
Nice. Yeah, we don't do that at Garces. We just
You went to
show up.
Garces?
Yeah.
When did you guys graduate at the same time?
Yeah, we're the same age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2018. class of
2018.
So he probably went to school. He went to school with April then.
Yeah,
we were just talking.
we were
going
gonna
to
talk about that, weren't we?
We because I have my old yearbooks.
Yeah,
There's a couple,
and then you sent me a photo of
I
April.
sent him a photo of
Yeah.
April because he was a freshman when you were a senior.
Yeah. So when he was like, "Oh, is this your brother?"
Cousin.
And he was like, "Oh, he said, "Oh, my friend's cousin went there." And I was like, "Oh, I probably saw him like in the hallway or something like that."
Yeah.
Because which seniors are friends with freshmen?
I mean,
that's funny
actually,
'cause-
no, like my freshman year, like I knew a lot of people going into BCHS just because like I went to St. John's and like a lot of St. John's kids went to BCHS, but like I wasn't really close with any of them. Like all my friends went to like Stockdale.
Did you know? And I'm gonna bleep this out.
Yeah. I jam with him sometimes.
Really?
I jam, yeah.
He's a
like,
cool kid.
No,
His
he's,
sister, but
oh, I haven't heard anything about that, but like,
I
no,
gotta bleep all this. I gotta bleep
I mean,
most
yeah,
of this out.
for
but-
sure.
Patrick's amazing at guitar.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no, I've heard him perform. He's
yeah,
really
no,
good.
he's cool. We've jammed like twice.
Is he the guy you were telling me about that you jam with? Like
Yeah.
every now and then? Oh wow, look at that. I didn't know you knew him too.
Well, yeah. Well, I knew his
Garces,
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sister.
they both went to Garces? Or-
Yeah, they both went to Garces. She was in my class, and he was younger than me, obviously. But like I knew of him. I probably had a couple conversations with him.
Yeah, but that's funny when you said that. You know, most seniors don't hang out with freshmen because
Like-
that was not the case for.
Well, for me,
When
yeah,
we met you.
since I didn't really have a lot of close friends at BCHS, I was actually just like I was actively looking for a friend group. So like once that's when I became friends with like Carson and James and like Josh and Spencer, all those dudes. Like, yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
and then also like the whole thing with me freshman year was like
Oh yeah, so
like everyone like a lot of people knew my sister, but they were like the whole thing was like, oh, your brother's so much cooler than you, but like and then it turned out that I was actually cooler than her, and
Yeah.
and that's how I became
so
friends.
they were just
Should
telling
we-
the truth.
Should we
Pretty
like
much.
should we like mention how we met because I think
Us?
Yeah, so I'll go for it.
Okay.
So basically, all of my friend group was friends with your
You have
sister.
friends?
Yeah.
No, I don't actually. unfortunately. I have
not anymore.
Yeah, they all left. They
Yeah.
don't exist.
I actually
anymore.
came here to tell you that I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Well, that was my last friend right there.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Fuck you, dude. What am I doing here?
Oh yeah, yeah,
We're just coworkers now.
we're just coworkers. No
Yeah.
friendship here.
He's an associate.
But anyway, so yeah, my whole friend group, like your sister
Yeah.
was part of it,
Mhm.
and then you came in, and then she was like, "Oh, this is my brother," and then I don't know who it was, but
It was
one of us-
probably Luke who was like, "Oh, he's so cool.
He's
He's,
so
so
cool."
much better than you."
yeah, and that was like that became the running joke of the group was Jonathan's cooler than Jonathan's sister. I don't
Pretty
know.
much.
So was your sister not? I'm not gonna say her name, but was she known as that, or was she known as your sister like throughout the school?
Well, it's switched, right?
Well, yeah,
Once you got
like
there.
because I was known as, oh, you're Rachel's brother, but then like I did things on my own as well, so like people know me for me. But like it was like initially when I came
Started
in,
out like that,
like
let's say.
I was like, oh yeah, like because I talked to a lot of seniors, so I'm like, you know Rachel? They're like, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm her brother, like just to like make them familiar with me.
Yeah, and then you kind of got like integrated into our friend group a little
Yeah.
bit
Right.
because of that, because you were the cool brother,
Mhm.
and then she would always get jealous because of that,
Pretty much,
because she basically just had to like share her friends with
exactly.
you.
But so you knew Kyle like in high school.
Yeah.
What was he like on campus?
That's a great question. I have
What
no
was
idea.
he like? He
Was not very.
he was just very regular.
I'm a pretty regular.
You're just
guy.
average.
He wasn't like, I don't know. I mean, he
Was
played,
he just like a face in the crowd?
he played guitar. I think, yeah. he was in guitar class. I wasn't.
I was in
that.
guitar class. You knew me as the cross country guy.
We hung out in the hallway all the time
Yeah,
before
so we-
school. That was fun.
That was
I
fun.
missed that.
I do miss that too. We used to always hang out in the hallway because I had class always. Or no, I didn't at that time. But we used to hang out in the hallway because we had class there.
Right.
And then I stopped taking the class, but we still, for some reason, ended up.
Yeah.
It was because we had to set our bags down for practice. That's
Yeah.
usually, and so we just kind of all went there.
For sure.
But yeah.
But no, because I always wondered because like I would see Kyle here and there during high school, but I never like saw him on campus. I was like, I wonder if he's
What, Kyle
different.
on a campus? Is
Kyle
like,
on campus. Yeah,
I'm like the coolest kid on campus,
Yeah.
I'd say. But
that's why your friends left you.
yeah, that's exactly what they just couldn't handle how cool I was.
They just couldn't handle it, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
Luke just hated you so much that he joined the military. Like he was like, you know what? I don't want to like.
Yeah,
He just had to get so far away from you.
He hated you so much that he moved to Montana.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what he did.
That like, how bad does someone have to hate you to move to Montana?
To move a whole like 2 states over. I don't even.
Exactly.
They must have hated me pretty
I'm
much.
pretty sure Montana's more than 2 states over.
Is it? I don't know how many
I-
states over
but,
it
like-
is from here. It's like up and diagonal from.
It's over there.
It's over yonder, you know.
It's north.
It's by
Well,
Canada.
Doesn't it border Canada?
It's on the border.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so fucking, I don't know. Are we
Just-
talking about geography on this shit?
I don't know. To educate our viewers. is
Our
what-
viewers aren't educated.
You're calling our viewers dumb?
No, I'm just saying.
Just insulted
I don't
your
think
family.
I don't think they come on here to learn about where the border is.
Well, what do they come on here for? What do you guys want? What are we doing here?
They're here
We're here to
for
talk
me.
about me.
Oh, right. So, Jonathan, what do you like to do? Other than
What have I been doing
Nothing.
recently? Oh well, we haven't mentioned cooking. That's like
Yeah.
maybe my biggest thing.
yeah. So I hear you. I mean, I know this stuff
You
already.
hear, yeah, you've tasted.
I've tasted some of your
I've
food.
cooked for you.
So you're a pretty big food guy, huh? What's like?
Yeah,
Isn't that like the career path you want to take too? Isn't
I'm
it?
going to culinary school. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Right. So tell us about food and
Well-
what inspired you to do that.
I wrote a whole essay on this. I was born to do this. No,
It's just my
so-
destiny.
I initially like when I first started getting into food. It was maybe around like 8th grade, and I started like I was just on YouTube, and I'm like I like previously like I enjoyed watching people cook, so like I'm like, oh, I just watched that on like YouTube, and so I came across like a bunch of like videos from like Munchies and like Maddie Matheson and all those dudes, and I'm like, this is cool. So like I just started watching a bunch of videos, but like the thing that really got me into food was Korean barbecue. Like I just saw that and I'm like, because it was a
like doing it or like watching it.
seeing people do it. I'm like,
Okay.
because it was just a concept that was like entirely foreign to me, because like you're cooking, you're just like they give you food and you cook it yourself. Like I've never done that, and I'm like, I want to do that. It looks fun. And so like,
I mean, it is fun cooking.
and then so
Korean
like yeah,
barbecue.
like every time we went down to LA, because like LA has like insane Korean
Yeah.
barbecue
We went
spots.
to.
Yeah, we
Remember
went
the time
to
one?
Yeah.
we went to a Japanese barbecue. We
Japanese,
went to- we
it's
went to
similar, yeah.
Kyukaku.
I really thought
It's-
it was a Korean barbecue.
It's similar.
No,
Like
it's
they
Japanese.
got their own stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but
That's cool.
yeah, Korean barbecue got me into food because like it was like an experience, because like you're cooking at a restaurant, so it's like you don't have to just sit there and like wait for someone to cook your food and like go on your phone or something. Like you are actively like making.
So that was
Yeah.
your like first little like.
that was the first
dive
thing.
into
That
it?
was that was the
first
thing
step.
that was the thing that exposed me to like other things,
So
like
cooking yourself.
cooking for myself. Yeah,
I see.
like and then it gradually like just kind of
So
moved on to like other things.
what kind of things do you like to make?
Anything that I think is good. Like I made.
Great answer.
Well, yeah. No,
What do you like to make? Food.
Good food.
Good
Well,
food.
yeah. I'm not wrong.
I can testify
You're not.
that his food
No,
is pretty
well,
good.
like I like to make. Well, I think one of the some more ambitious stuff that I've made. Like I made like jerk chicken. That was pretty good.
Yes.
I made a brisket for Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, I thought
right.
it turned out pretty alright.
I didn't try that when I was at
You
your
didn't?
house. I'm sorry.
You didn't?
I am sorry. I forgot. I just tried.
Were you just like, man, Jonathan cooked this? I don't know.
I was
if
like,
I want to
Jonathan,
eat
because
it.
I don't want to try it.
No.
No, because you had like 3 different meats out there. So
We had jerk chicken, or no, we had ham, turkey, and my brisket.
Right. I remember I was trying to go light
Go
because I had my own Thanksgiving feast
That's
to
true.
eat.
No, yeah, jerk chicken. I've made my own broth before. I want to try making that again. Made like, I use like my grill a lot to just grill stuff, like ribs.
So you say
They're
that
cool.
that meat is your specialty? Are you a meat specialist?
I mean, like, not necessarily. Like, just really like if I think a dish is interesting, I'll try to make it. And I mean, I like meat, so I mean, like, I've made a decent amount of meat dishes, but like I've also made like I've experimented with like pasta. Like I've made like I haven't like handmade like gnocchi. You know what that is, right?
No, I don't remember.
Do you know what gnocchi is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Like it's like these like it's like little like potato like pasta like pillow things.
Okay.
But no, like yeah, like I haven't handmade gnocchi myself, but I've made like sauce for it, and it was pretty good.
What would you say is the hardest thing that you've ever had to make? Anything difficult?
Probably making my own broth. Like it took forever, and like because it was like especially because it was like the first time I made broth, which I think I've only made the first and only time I've made broth. Like I didn't know how much like fat would come off the meat and like into the broth. So like when I had it at first, it was just very oily, but like I didn't know that you actually had to like get rid of the oil, like, or the fat in the sauce, because like or it's just too oily. So like a good way to do that would just be like put it in the fridge, like let it solidify and scoop it off. But yeah, now I know that. So
nice. Yeah, because usually when I think of broth, I'm like, yeah, I'll just go get a carton of it at once.
But
yeah, I've never tried that.
I mean, like I do that too, but like making your own broth is like cool.
Right, because it's just like the satisfaction of like, oh, I made that.
Yeah, and like it's definitely like you can choose what kind of meat you put in it. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know exactly what kind of meat. Like, well, broth is actually broth refers to bones of the animals, but stock refers to like other parts. So like
sure. Yeah, I had a buddy in at BC my first year that he would just drink bone broth straight up.
For what?
Just because he liked it.
Just because he
liked it. Just bone broth. Whatever.
It's just flavor? Like what kind of bone broth though?
I don't know. It just looked like the most generic.
What color was it?
It was like, I think it was brown.
Brown's probably beef.
I don't know. He was just like, I'm like, what is that? Like milk or? And he was like, no, it's just bone broth. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, did he drink it like warm or just
like room temperature?
Ugh.
Like he just and I was like, why? And he's like, oh, I just like it, and I think it has protein in it. I don't know.
Like if it was warm, that'd be like understandable, but like
just some cold, bro.
Just some like room temperature. You're just drinking meat water.
I don't know, dude. This guy's
no. I mean, it's
interesting.
Like it also. I mean, I don't. It probably didn't taste like bad, but it's just like weird because like drinking. It's like drinking like lukewarm soup.
Yeah, because that's what I imagined it was like, but it's like I don't know, just the way he was just weird. Anyway,
it's like drinking like gravy or something.
Oh shit! Sorry about that. But no, that
that's kind of nice.
Some guest.
You can use that as a
sound effect, yeah.
As a sound effect.
But no, I did have one thing that I want to bring up, and now that we have an even.
Did you guys stalk my Instagram?
I do that every day. So okay.
No, I wasn't even aware you had an Instagram, but we can plug that at the end if you want. But you know, my buddy Daryl, my brother's coworker, that he started a podcast, and I gave him a shout out.
Yeah, you've mentioned him before.
Yeah, so his podcast has come out. It's called Now That You're Here, and on their last he does it with I forget his co-host friend, but they were talking about how anyone with a charger under 6 foot is a weirdo. And like has to like a phone charger. Like if your phone charger is less than 6 feet, you need to reevaluate your life.
What?
And when I heard that, I was like, "Fucking millennials! They're always on their phone and shit." And I was like, because the whole point of me with a short charger is like I don't always want to be on my phone when I'm charging it, like in bed or like in my car. I'm like, who needs
6 feet? Like who needs a 6 foot charger? That's like the size of a person.
Yeah,
like a tall, like a somewhat tall person. Yeah, it's like 6 feet.
And I was like, and I was listening to it, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, man, I gotta diss him on my next podcast.
You had to mention it.
Yeah. Who is this?
My friend Daryl.
Wait, no, but was he the one who said that?
It was him and his co-host.
His co-host said that?
His co-host.
If you have a charger,
what's his address?
Sacramento area.
Oh, all right.
Let's go pay him.
Right. No, but I was listening to it and I was legit like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, why do you need that? And she was like, and his co-host was like, oh yeah, I have a 10-foot one, and I was like, why do you need that?
No, I got to be honest. I had a 10-foot one, but I got it for college because my bed was really far away.
No, see, something like that is fine.
And I needed my alarm.
Or like if your one outlet is far away, but if it's like, oh, I just need that 3 extra feet, it's like, No, you don't.
What's
Just
the-
get off your phone.
What's the standard
Stupid.
length of a?
3 feet.
That's the normal length.
That's
one?
a normal length.
Yeah, like mine's just next to my bed, and that's like all.
Right. It's
Yeah.
funny. You just washed your your charger.
You
didn't
washed
you?
it,
On
Yeah,
accident.
just
yeah.
making sure it was clean.
Making sure.
You know, with COVID, I got to make sure everything's clean.
Just
throw-
disinfect it.
Throw all your
Just
electronics.
throw all your electronics, all your 3 feet chargers in the wash.
Just set it on fire. It'll kill the germs.
Right, for sure. That reminds
That's
me
what, like,
of.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. You can go.
No.
Okay. I was just gonna say that reminds me of that one episode of Regular Show where Mordecai puts all the clocks
All
in
the
the
clocks in
microwave.
the
Oh,
microwave.
yeah. And then he like what? Doesn't he like time travel?
Yeah, and then they all time travel.
Yeah.
And then he kills
He
Rigby.
kills Rigby by
Yeah.
throwing him into the void.
Regular Show is. It's
It's
Yeah, we
Nodding my head.
we were just talking. I was like,
and we were
dude,
just watching.
Yeah, we were
Regular
just
Show.
watching
It's like our.
what episode are you guys watching?
Which one did we watch?
we were on Steak Me Amadeus.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
It's a
I like
It's a sad one,
the restaurateur comes out and is like, no one talks about college education like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
and then he like shoots like
he shoots him with the
somebody.
rocket launchers.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's
the
a
deaths are so obnoxious on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not obnoxious, but so
It's
I
just so funny. How, like,
bombastic.
I like the episode when like Skips kills Rigby in the arm wrestling.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, just
Like,
knocks
he
him
just-
on the table.
He just kills him.
I love the way it starts because it starts like a drama. He's like, "Oh, there's nothing we could do. I'm sorry," and they're in the hospital,
And
and then he's like, he's looking over the table, and then it's like 12 hours, or like 12 hours ago, and then
Yeah.
it shows it.
I know, and then it shows them back in like the restaurant. We also watched the episode where where Benson doesn't trust Mordecai and Rigby,
Yeah.
and so Pop sends them to the woods to do like the little like trust exercises.
oh,
and
and
all.
Benson does like 17 backflips.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does like
'cause-
17 backflips, and then because he can't see because he got stung in the eyes by like bees and stuff.
And then like his arms are broken, so
Mordecai's
Rigby has
arms
to
are
be
broken.
yeah, or something like that.
Or like I thought like wasn't it that like Mordecai was speaking,
Mordecai's
but he could.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no.
He couldn't walk though. Benson could walk, but he couldn't see.
Yeah.
Rigby couldn't speak because he got stung
Yeah.
in the mouth.
and he couldn't walk because he was too short.
Because he's too short. And then Mordecai
Mordecai's
his arms or
yeah, his
whatever.
arms are broken.
So they had to work together.
yeah,
But in the end, Pops is just like, "You did it," and then they're all like, "Take me to the hospital."
Take me to the hospital.
We were just, it's funny too. We were just talking about before you got here, Jonathan. We are like, "Man, it'd be so awesome if we could meet JG Quintel in real life." Like,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
feel like we'd fan.
Oh
over
yeah,
him.
we'd
Fangirl
hella
over him.
fangirl. It's just like-
have you guys seen his? Do you guys have HBO Max?
yeah. Oh,
Close enough. Close enough is
Yeah.
good.
No, when I saw it announced, I was like,
Yeah.
I was hella
Like
hyped.
I saw it announced like a couple years before it
Long
actually
time
came
ago.
out. Like because
Yeah.
like it's been announced for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, it
but,
was
like,
supposed to release on TBS, but
Yeah.
then they shelved it.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and
did
then
not know
it got
that.
picked up by HBO Max.
It's funny because that day after we watched Close Enough, that's when I came to your house and was like, "Have you seen Close Enough?"
Yeah, and I was
It's
like,
it's a
dude, I'm in
good
the
it's a
middle
good
watching
show. Like it. Nah, never,
It,
yeah,
it was
it's a
like
good
the show that Regular Show was supposed to be.
Yeah.
in terms
It's
of the
everything
adult
Regular
humor.
Show was initially.
It's
supposed
like
to be.
it's the adult regular show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for season 2. Hopefully, like.
Yeah, they announced or they confirmed season 2 like
Yeah.
a week after it was released because of the.
It's so popular.
Mm.
And it's funny. It seemed like the first season came out forever ago, but it was only like July. That was only a few months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was that a long time ago? I can't.
It was
I don't
2020.
remember.
This year's just been. Dude, I was just thinking, it's like, dude, do you remember all that like Iran drone almost war shit? Like,
Oh,
it's
when
crazy
they-
that was
When they
this year.
killed that one guy.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
like,
in January, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Probably.
and I was like crazy. It's like, man, that was this year. It feels like fucking so long ago,
Right.
or in my opinion.
It does feel like January feels like it was.
Yeah, like
so
I
long
hate to
ago.
get political on the like. I'm not trying to get, but it's.
I mean,
just
we've
of
already
that.
talked about COVID and all that stuff. on the
Well, I wouldn't
podcast.
say that's a political issue
Oh.
unless you politicize it, Kyle.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Are you?
Whoa, what? No, I didn't do anything. I have no affiliation with the coronavirus.
Did you start it, Kyle?
Gang
Did you
affiliated.
did you pull a Randy from?
Oh, from South Park.
Kyle's a known member of the coronavirus gang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
cough on you. They like drive-bys. It's just like they cough on you. Like,
Kyle, you're part of the group that like coughs on like the fruit at Vaughn's and posts it on TikTok, right?
Exactly.
Ew, people do that.
he,
Yeah.
he licks
That's
the
a
ice
thing?
cream.
That's a thing.
He licks the
yeah,
ice
there was
cream.
there was the dude who licked ice cream.
Is that a
I
new
think that
thing?
was-
or is that like an old thing?
It's a stupid, edgy like COVID.
Let me guess. It's a TikTok thing.
I think it was just some.
I don't even go on TikTok like that much. I only look at stuff like my friends send me.
Oh, for real. I go on TikTok, or I follow. There's a couple of funny accounts that I follow, but that's about it.
What is this for?
I think they're actually good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I gotta.
Bro, there's gonna be so much booming in this
so
one,
much, yeah.
and everyone's gonna be like, "Is there an earthquake going on in this podcast?"
It's like Law and Order.
Bro,
Boom, boom.
that's how it be.
Jesus, I gotta fucking edit that out later.
What?
Thanks. But what was I talking about?
I don't know what were we talking about. Talking about COVID.
Anyway, but no, to get off that morbid stuff. So, what are your guys' Christmas plans?
Overdose on heroin.
Jesus, Jonathan. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be a good Christmas.
I'm gonna go to Vegas for like the first couple of days, and then I want to go on like a trip with April. Like just
April.
Just me and April. Like I want to go drive to like some other city because like I've driven out of Bakersfield before, but like not by myself. But like, I want to just if it was just April night, that'd be like cool.
You guys should go to Venice Beach like we did.
Venice.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Venice Beach. Yeah, I basically kidnapped Kyle.
Venice is like cool, but it smells like piss and weed all the time.
That's part of the aesthetic,
That's
bro.
part of I get. Yeah,
it's Venice, bro.
It's Venice. It's not
true.
fucking Beverly Hills.
I mean, yeah.
There's some dude that like walks on broken bottles like down the street.
There's also that guy who's like on roller skates and plays a guitar.
Yeah, that guy too.
That guy's cool.
But no, I kidnapped Kyle because I was like, oh, let's go hang out. And I get on the 5 heading,
well,
and then we're heading towards the grapevine.
I come to his house with my PS4, ready to play some Minecraft, and then he's just like,
and I'm like, hey,
yeah,
let's
you
go.
want some? No, you literally say you want some food.
You want some Mexican food?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm down for some good Mexican food. And then he's like, all right. And then we get on the freeway, and I'm just like, why are we on the freeway?
And he's like, where is this Mexican food? And I'm like, LA.
And then I didn't really start to realize it until like we passed Panama. So we were out of the city, and I'm like, yeah, we're definitely going somewhere not in town.
And he asks, and then he starts freaking out, and then we like pull over at the outlets,
right?
yeah,
the outlets,
and he's like calling his grandparents, and his grandparents are obviously upset, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna go get food and be back, like, calm down.
Yeah,
and then we went, and then wasn't it a fun trip?
It was a really fun trip. We gotta do another one.
Yeah, we went to Gyukaku, to the Japanese barbecue. We went to Venice Beach. We rode the scooters on the bike path.
The
bird scooters.
Birds, yeah.
Yeah, we rode those.
I've only rode them those like once.
I have one in my garage.
Do you? Wait,
yeah.
Why? Is it just?
Yeah, he does.
No, it's like it's my brother's, but he's like, oh hey, try to sell this, and I was like, okay. I fucking didn't. I rode it like twice. It's fun, but
they're like,
sucks.
I know there are those people who like collect a bunch of them and then like charge them and like they get like paid for it.
Yeah, but no, my brother got this one.
But he just has one. Like,
no, he had it because he was gonna use it to commute to work. Because
are you allowed to do like? Can you take those like wherever you want? Or...
No, it's not a bird scooter. It's an electric scooter.
Oh,
yes.
I thought he just took a bird scooter off the street.
No, I didn't swoop one. No. It's like a GoTrax electric scooter. Oh, so
okay.
It's like a bird, but it's not a bird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had an electric scooter in Kuwait when I lived in Kuwait. That was cool. I was like, my friend moved in, or like this other kid who like became my friend moved into like a house, and then like he moved to a house in the compound, and he had an electric scooter, and then I got one, and then like it slowly started spreading around.
Nice.
That's cool. I was thinking, when we were riding the scooters around Venice, and like the crazy thing was, it felt like we were breaking the law because like we were just driving and there were cars like almost hitting us every like couple seconds.
No, because we park like
because Venice is crowded.
We park half a mile away from the actual beach, and I'm like, all right. Kyle's like, all right, let's walk to the. He got real Morty on me. Oh, Rick, let's just walk, and I'm like,
he did.
No, let's ride the scooters.
And then you you take off, and then I'm like, I'm trying to keep up with you, and it felt like a Call of Duty mission, bro. It felt like
because Kyle's like, wait, we're gonna ride on the sidewalks, right? And I'm like, no, this is a motorized vehicle. We ride on the street
streets, amongst all of the cars,
amongst cars and trucks,
like in the bike lane.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to.
All right.
Yeah, and it just like I think I've said this before, but it felt like that snowmobile mission from Modern Warfare 2, where you're just like trying to follow the guy and it's just
while we were doing like 12 miles an hour on electric skate.
Yeah, but it feels fast when it's just
because it's just you. So, like that's what scares me with like riding a motorcycle. It's like if you feel that like kind of way
like
on a little,
speed.
I feel like if you crash on a motorcycle, you're dead. You're dead.
You fly off for sure.
Well, yeah, it's
you're
just
probably just dead.
I learned physics from GTA 5.
That's why they don't got seatbelts on it, because they just, if you crash, you're dead.
You know what's one thing? The main thing that besides safety wise, it's like, man, I couldn't be able to listen to music on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
that's like the main thing.
They don't got their own radio.
Yeah, bro, I can't listen to my Kid Cudi on.
That's another Kid Cudi mention. We got to keep a counter for your Kid Cudi mentions now. As per your brother said, you mentioned Kid Cudi a lot.
You can't listen to My Chemical Romance when you're zooming through the streets on a motorcycle.
Hey, this is a.
Dude, I'm actually gonna see them in concert next year.
I don't even listen to them, but that's cool. I have a lot of.
Are you shitting on MCR?
No. I'm just saying. I actually have a lot of friends who listen to them. I've never really listened to them. I'm pretty sure I've heard them, but I've like never really listened to them myself.
They have some good songs, some.
Yeah. Oh wait, are they doing like a drive-in concert?
So what they're doing is this year in October they were supposed to do Aftershock, which is you know what Aftershock is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so it's Kyle, since you don't know what it is, it's like a rock festival in Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
And then they were just like, all right, we'll just postpone it a year and keep the lineup, and it's gonna be like a 3-day. It's Metallica, My Chemical Romance. And then like Machine Gun Kelly is also gonna be there, and all these, cool. Which I'm not a big MGK fan. Yeah, but
I've never listened. Like,
there's a couple.
I like him in movies, like some movies.
Yeah, he's
like,
a surprisingly good actor.
He was in King of Staten Island with Pete Davidson. That was funny.
Wait, which character was he?
He plays a tattoo. He
had a cameo. Like Pete Davidson wanted to become a tattoo artist, and he was like, "Let me see your portfolio." And then he shows it to him. He was like, "Get out of here."
Right, that was a good movie.
It was funny. Yeah.
When it came out, because I'm a big Bill Burr fan, I was like, man, Bill Burr in a Judd Apatow movie? Right. Fuck yeah.
I mean, for sure.
Because my first exposure to Pete Davidson was in the roast of Justin Bieber. Yeah. Because he was like the new kid. Like he had like half a season on SNL. Yeah. And I was like, man, this guy looks kind of weird, but he's kind of funny. So. Yeah. and then he did like a movie on Hulu where he's like friends with his ex-girlfriend's brother. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah. Well, and it seemed very King of Staten Island-esque. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, is this the movie? This looks like shit. And then King of Staten Island came out, and I'm like, man, this movie's like, it honestly funny. Felt like the first time I watched like Superbad.
I loved the Action Bronson cameo. He just like shows up and he got like shot or stabbed, and he takes him to the hospital.
For sure. And then it was really surprising to see like Steve Buscemi in it.
Oh yeah.
Because I just seen Pulp Fiction a couple days before, and I forgot that he cameos in Pulp Fiction as a waiter, and I was like, but he's like a super young. He's like 32 in that movie.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's super young. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Kyle's not much of a movie guy, huh?
No. Okay. So that's the problem. Is I didn't know a lot of the actors you were mentioning, or like I will probably know them by face, but I don't know them by name.
What's an actor you like know a lot about?
Keanu Reeves, probably. Honestly,
I think.
But who doesn't?
If I had to choose a favorite actor, it'd probably be Lakeith Stanfield.
Keith Stanfield.
He was in Sorry to Bother You. And
I've seen that
and
movie.
Get Out. He was the guy who got kidnapped in the beginning.
Oh, I know.
Is he the main guy in Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah, no, he's the main dude.
Oh yeah,
he's in.
I know him by face.
He's in Atlanta too. He plays Darius.
Didn't he was in Knives Out too, right? He plays one of the cops.
Maybe I haven't seen Knives Out.
Yeah, he's.
But yeah, he was also on the Eric Andre show for a bit, like a couple times. He's like a reoccurring character.
He's a funny actor.
Yeah, he's a
very very good actor. Like he's especially in Atlanta. Like I like Atlanta is like one of my probably my favorite TV show, because I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows, but like I just like Atlanta because it's just a good show.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen a couple episodes. It looks like a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show. It's funny.
I've given it.
April and I both love the show.
Is it still going on? Or?
Yeah, no. The next season comes out in 2021. Oh wow. Because I think, Donald. I think it had to do with Donald Glover's dad, and he died, and then I think he wanted to take a year off, but they like I know they filmed stuff this year, and then like they also I think like he mentioned like he was like, yeah, this is like we filmed like some good like.
Speaking of
good
Donald
stuff.
Glover, did you know that they're thinking about doing a Community revival or like
Really?
reunion or something?
Like
What?
like
Yeah.
what like another show
I don't know, but I just
Or,
remember
like-
watching an interview with one of the actors.
like a script reading,
I would say, I don't know. I
because
forgot.
they've
what it
done a
was.
script reading before. Like they did that.
And they probably want to do something bigger. I'd assume than that if they're gonna actually all
Maybe.
get back together.
But the
and
thing
do
is,
something.
like, if they were to do a revival, like, I mean, even though like Chevy Chase got kicked off the show, what was it like?
I forgot
like
about
season,
that. Yeah. Season like 4.
Season 4, I think.
Yeah.
Like he got kicked off, but like he was such a good character. Like I actually liked.
I mean, I like offensive humor, so I thought he was funny.
He was such a shithead, but like I loved
Yeah.
it. Like
He was a good character.
and
no,
yeah, he's funny.
for sure.
No, but like talking about Donald Glover and like Childish Gambino, I remember last year my brother was like, "Oh, I'll come. He's gonna be in Sacramento or in San Francisco," and I really wanted to go, and then I
Like
didn't.
he's like performing.
He was performing.
Okay.
Was it?
I thought he was just gonna like be in San Francisco. Like
No,
he's,
no.
he's chilling out in San Francisco.
Just
Let's
chilling.
go.
Yeah, no. He was doing a show,
Mhm.
and I really wanted to go, but then when I went, my brother told me, he was like, "Yeah, he didn't even play any of his good songs. Like he didn't do like
That happens
what do you play?
sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel
Or,
like.
what
or
do you
he
do?
did a lot of like a B-side from like the
Yeah,
Huh.
from like because of the internet. He didn't do any like camp songs or like
yeah,
or the Kawaii album songs or
yeah.
because of the internet.
Like that's happened a couple times. Like with artists I've seen. Like I've seen like Earl Sweatshirt live.
Mhm.
Like I like him, but like the songs he played, they were all off of some rap songs, which I think
Mhm.
he was actually like touring for that. But like he didn't play anything like he didn't play like Chum. Or,
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would try to do what like Nirvana did in the mid '90s, where they were really popular. Everyone wanted them to play the Teen Spirit song,
like Teen
and then
Spirit,
they
yeah.
play on MTV, and it's like and
yeah.
they had that like performance because they're like it's pre-recorded. Like no, f you. Like we're gonna do our own thing.
yeah,
So, like they just like
yeah.
they like
Oh, wow.
purposefully made it just look like they were like just not playing their
Yeah,
instruments.
and then everyone was like mad, and I'm like, dude, I think Nirvana was the first, and I know a lot of people like Nirvana, but I think they were the first band I listened to that their recorded stuff sounded a lot like their live stuff.
yeah.
Cause I don't know, that's like one of my friends told me that he liked Amigos, and then he
Migos.
went to a Migos concert,
I've seen
and it was
Migos
just a lot
live.
of. How are they? He told me how they were
Well,
live, but
I think because like I saw them like in Complex Con at like 2017. I mean, yeah.
Aren't they like a lot different live than they
well, he
are?
just told me it was a shit show. He was just like, oh, they were just up there like
No, like because like you know, like no, like
I mean, that's how
basically
they are.
what they do is they just shout ad libs like yeah, like
yeah,
all that. They just like, and it was kind of like a show because like where they just had like 25 dudes up on stage and like they were just like doing their thing and they just all had mics for some reason. Like I don't like it's just other dude. It was really weird. It was like they were also like introducing just a bunch of random artists at like different times. Like they were, it wasn't like scheduled. They were just kind of like hopped on stage and did a song
right.
and like
We got to keep a
Yeah.
counter of how many times you hate your mic.
Don't do it again.
sorry.
Dude, there's gonna have to be edited out or what?
Would you want to listen to that?
Yes, I love noise.
I don't think it like it doesn't. It's not like a pleasant sound, but it's not like ear piercingly bad.
No, I'm just
Guess not.
Okay.
it's
But,
fine.
Uh,
No, because we sometimes,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did have another segue.
What's up, man?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Segue.
So, Jonathan, you have lived in other countries before. Is that correct?
No. Yeah. Yeah. I was born in Bakersfield, 2002, and then I was born here. I moved to Indonesia in 2006 for 5 years,
Okay.
and then in 2011 I moved to Kuwait. Stayed there till 2015,
Mhm.
and then came back here in 7th grade. So I've been here for like.
What was it like living in Indonesia and Kuwait?
Well, it wasn't like a whole lot different from like what's here, because
Mhm.
like I went to international school, so like everyone spoke English, so I didn't have to like learn another language. But it was definitely different because you're exposed to like other cultures, but like there's also like a more familiar element. Like kids are kind of like similar here.
So you didn't develop an accent or anything?
I didn't develop an accent, but if I still lived in Kuwait, I'd probably be able to like learn I'd probably be able to speak Arabic because at least enough to get by. Because I was like already sort of learning how to read Arabic, and like I knew like certain I knew conversational stuff. Like I can't do that now though because it's hard. But.
No, sorry, I don't know my geography very well. But were you close to an ocean or a body of water?
Yeah, no, like we lived on a beach basically.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like in Kuwait because like we lived was like the Gulf, some Gulf. Right?
Some Gulf.
So were your parents in the military, or why were you moving all over?
My dad works for Chevron, so like he like moved to where all the oil places are.
Yes, and guess what we are? We are a major oil place here. So.
Bakersfield.
So I'm guessing your dad would be really mad if you wanted to buy a Tesla.
Not like really like he wouldn't be like, don't buy a Tesla. Like he wouldn't like feel betrayed.
You're gonna bankrupt me, son.
He wouldn't feel betrayed, but like he would probably think it's like impractical and like I.
Would you get a life lesson on why it's not?
Probably he'd probably just be like, Jonathan, we're not buying a Tesla because they're inefficient. Like some.
I thought Teslas are supposed to be more efficient.
Like they are efficient.
Eventually, because I know they're actually like trying to develop like batteries that would like last like really long.
Yeah, I think the Tesla batteries last like I think 175,000 miles.
Yeah.
But then people act like that's how long like Ford truck engines and like Toyota truck engines last. The batteries just get replaced like like my dad makes an argument all the time. He's like, "Oh, the batteries wore away." I'm like, so does an engine, so does a transmission.
It's true.
It's like anything doesn't last forever. Mm-hmm. It's got to, get major maintenance at some point if you want to keep it.
Thing don't last, so you gotta maintain.
Plus, I saw a video where it's like, if X amount, like if you spend like $60 on gas, what you spend in electricity charging your car to go that same distance will be like 2 cents.
Really?
Yeah. Or something like that. It was a crazy difference. It was like cents to tens or hundreds of dollars.
2 cents for what?
How much it would be on your electric bill for how much it takes to charge up your car.
Oh, I see.
Because with those, like my ex, she drives a hybrid, so she had like her own little charging station at home, and like for Teslas, they have charging stations in a bunch of different places.
Yeah, and aren't there like more charging stations now? Because wasn't it like hard at one time to find a charging station?
There's charging stations over at Cafe Rio.
Oh,
in Stockton,
right.
California.
I forgot. Yeah, they're starting to implement those more into the new development areas that they're building.
Sure, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I think so too, honestly.
Because
if more and more people get these,
I feel like a handful of people have been fucked when their battery runs out of charge.
Yeah,
and there's all these gas stations everywhere, but no charging.
There's nowhere to charge your car.
Like the amount of videos I've
put gas in your Tesla.
Yeah, the amount of videos I've seen of people pulling into a gas station looking for the.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't go full electric. I think I'd go hybrid.
Like hybrids are probably like the more efficient just because they use both.
Because like if they made like a hybrid like Jeep, like I'm a big Jeep fan. Like I don't have one, but I want to get. Did you say screw you?
No, I said like, just get a Prius.
Oh, I thought you said screw you, and I was like, whoa,
bro, whoa.
Get a Prius truck.
A Prius
truck.
Like transform it into.
Get a transformer.
I've seen people like transform their like Teslas into trucks, even though they have the Tesla truck already. Like I've seen that where they just like make it into a truck.
Right. No, because they used to do that with Jeeps. They used to make it into a pickup truck, but then now they came out with the Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah.
But no, if they made like a hybrid, or like I know they have like the hybrid Ford F-150, like that looks sick to just save money and the way, the lower emissions and all that shit.
Yeah, for sure. When I was younger, like I used to think that gasoline was actual like gas, air dioxide. So I'd always try to hurry up and like when I'd help my grandpa pump the gas, I try to hurry up and close it as fast as I can so the gas wouldn't escape. Yeah, so like don't let the gas out.
I remember how old were you when your grandpa started making you pump gas? Yeah.
Like 16.
No, because at that age I was like, man, I can't just sit here while you pump gas. I gotta go and actually do it.
Like why do you need help though? Like
you don't. It's just
can't
like
one person do it?
Yeah, they can, but it's just like, oh, I have this kid who I've been paying all this money to. He's gonna do this shit for me while I sit in the car. It's his turn now.
Yeah, no, my family's never been big
But
on
no,
making me do stuff.
Have either of you pulled into a gas station that is not self-service where someone else does it for you?
Do those exist?
No, but I mean, yes. Actually, in Kuwait, it was like that.
Yeah, it's like that in Mexico too. You pull in and someone does it for you. You just say, "Oh, I want X amount with that."
That's more common in other countries, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I always thought was weird because I was like, man, how come they don't have this here? I'd love to just sit in my truck while someone.
I mean,
like, but then like you have to sometimes you have to like get into tipping them, and you can end up spending more money.
Because it's just
they would used to do everything. Like they used to pump your gas, like and wash your car. I feel like they had places that did that here. I think it was a thing before, wasn't it?
Well, people still do you wash your own car?
I do.
I mean, like well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's like a half thing for me.
I don't know because I'll do it. I haven't done it in years. I'll either go to like a cruise through or what are they called now?
Misters. Oh, Misters, yeah.
Dude, I missed the cruise through like theme songs. Like there was one that was like, it's quick and easy if you know what I mean.
That's probably why they had to get rid of.
No,
I don't even remember that.
That was
a thing.
Gangster stuff, man.
I couldn't when I was a kid. I used to get like lollipops from the cruise through.
Yeah, they used to just
They don't do that anymore.
No, I thought they did.
Well, they probably don't do it now during COVID.
Oh yeah.
They probably don't do it because we don't look 5 anymore.
Man,
it's like you've got a beard longer than mine. Go.
Yeah.
But no, I'll either go there or I'll do like the sparkling where like you get out and you give them their keys and they clean like the whole thing. I'll do that like when I want them to clean the inside and like do all that shit.
Right, for sure.
But no, I don't clean. So then when you were like, oh, don't they still have places that wash your car for you? I'm like, yeah, it's called a car wash.
Well, no, that's not what I was referring to. I was like, back in the day, they used to have. I'm pretty sure
back in your day.
Back in my grandparents' day. That's how I know this.
Back in my.
I'm pretty sure they had places that would pump your gas and wash your car all in the same place,
right.
Like all in one go.
I know at gas stations they have like the little car washes.
I was always told never to use them.
Yeah, I heard they were trash.
Yeah, I always heard a horror story where like the whole thing just like fell on someone's car.
What?
And like they died.
They don't even use real soap. They use
they use
chicken stock.
They use that synthetic
bone
soap.
broth.
Bone broth.
I got it from the car wash.
I know. They're like, why does your car smell like
smells like
bro?
beef.
But I don't know. I feel like. Do you guys remember? Well, I guess like when you would do like charity car washes. Did they have that at BCHS?
We don't do charity.
No.
Like when other high schools would try to do it. Yeah, but like you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, when schools would try to come and wash your car for you?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, fucking don't touch my car.
I wash my car, so like.
No, but like if it's just some guys like on or like the Garces FFA or whatever, like yeah, don't touch my truck. You're not a car. You don't know how to wash cars. You're just putting soap all over the damn place.
Right.
You're just gonna scratch up my windows.
Yeah, I mean, they had like a lot of big car wash like fundraisers at Garces? Is that what?
Yeah, and then remember they sometimes
The only type of fundraiser I think, I remember from BCHS was we used to walk in a circle. Do you remember that one?
No.
Like around the campus for
walk in a circle.
Like
what were you guys fucking panhandling?
We'd walk around the school for some charity, but I forgot what it was. It was to raise money.
You guys were just like the jogathon at Stockdale?
Yeah. So our elementary school had a jogathon where we just run around in circles.
I know, like, I'm not sure about any charities, but like I miss when people sold Girl Scout cookies. Like that was cool.
Oh yeah.
Like
when was the last time that happened?
I mean, I got Girl Scout cookies last year. Like they were just people just like.
Well, I'm sure they sell them online now.
But like, I'm not gonna go online to like buy some Girl Scout cookies.
I will. You need the experience.
If it's like Girl Scout cookies are good, but they're not like something that I would just go out of my way to get. Like if it's there, it's there. Then I'll get it.
That's understandable.
But then sometimes I'm like just sitting around. I'm like, man, a Thin Mint sounds good right now.
Yeah.
What are those caramel ones? They're like coconut caramel and the chocolate on
them. Didn't they have some racist name to them?
Brown.
No. They were called like Samoas or something like
that.
I'm serious. I'm not kidding.
Samoan cookies.
Yeah, I'm serious.
No, you're probably right. I think, or like I don't know. They're probably like Sonoma.
Girl Scout coming out with their Samoan cookies.
I know, they're very cultural cookies, but whatever those are, everyone probably knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were some of these international cookies.
I know. These foreign cookies.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear they put real bits of Samoan in them.
Ooh, for sure.
But no, I remember. Do you remember like when on El Rio there used to always be a little girl right there that was a Girl Scout selling cookies with her mom? Did you ever see that?
Yeah. I think so.
Like last year.
I'm pretty sure. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because
I bet you know them.
I know them, and you know them too, probably because
Who?
they went to our school. Can we say names?
Yeah. Just don't say last
Wait, was it
names.
Blair?
I'm pretty sure it's Blair Brill's little sister.
Oh yeah, no, that's
because they live. I'm pretty sure
that's
they live
also
here.
who I'm referencing. Who sells Girl Scout cookies?
Oh.
like
We're all referencing the same person.
dude, Blair he sold them for his sister, I believe.
Yeah, he would come to school
because obviously Blair isn't a Girl Scout. Like I'm pretty sure he would want to be a Girl Scout if he could be one, but like.
Do you remember Blair?
Blair Williams?
No, Blair Brill. He went to Stockdale Elementary
Blair-
School. He went
What
to our
was he
elementary
like?
school. He always had the pencil on his ear.
He.
Okay, I don't know if he. That was the only distinctive feature I
He
remember.
was just built different.
I don't know. Well, he went to.
He
Our,
was built different.
He was built. He was built.
It sounds
different.
familiar.
Well, he went to our elementary school, and then he went to our high school, and he used to sell Girl Scout cookies to us.
Would he wear the outfit?
I
A little sash.
I probably would have been more inclined to buy from him if he
Please.
if he was wearing the actual,
Help us.
actual
like-
outfit.
I'm trying to get tired.
But then,
Yeah,
honestly,
it's getting dark.
it's like dark in here, and
Yeah, but it makes the lights look nice, though.
that's true.
It looks.
This is why you guys should
Yeah.
get a camera.
I don't know, should we like turn the light
Also,
on?
like how well can the mic hear all of my movements? in the
Pretty
chair?
well.
This is a very annoying chair, I think.
Yeah, because like
Sorry
every
about
time I
that.
move, you just
Yeah.
so like
yeah.
We're trying to.
You're just making a lot of noise other than talking, Jonathan.
Yeah, you just make a lot of noises in general. But we're working on getting another like nicer chair like
Yeah.
this one for guests.
That's like mine. I don't. That's why I just like I get comfortable in one spot and then I just move the mic to wherever I am and then I just don't move.
We should tell our guests like it's
Bring
bring
your
your,
own
own
chair.
chair.
BYOC.
BYOC.
Someone's gonna come with like a full recliner, just walk up to the house.
Brings a sectional.
I know.
But yeah, with that, we'll move. We're gonna take a little break and then get into our next segment, Tinder woes.
Ew.
There we go. All right. Gonna edit that out, but all right. But yeah, so Kyle, you said that you do not have a Tinder woe story this week.
Nope. Sadly, I got nothing. I have not been very active lately, if you could say
And
that.
Jonathan, are you a
I don't
Tinder
even know.
user?
I don't know Tinder.
You don't know what that is?
I don't even like girls.
I refuse to acknowledge. But no, I have a.
I'm
no.
actually asexual. Chastity
I'm-
gang.
So, but you
Dude,
have
I'm,
one,
I'm
right?
low key like jealous of asexuals because they don't have to deal with like
With normal like functioning things.
Like, have you
of
seen the thing? It's like, oh, I don't want to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy.
Yeah, I know.
Silence, wench. I don't wish to be horny anymore. I want to be happy.
But
Never.
no,
That's very relatable.
but no. So I was on, and I for some reason I matched with this girl from Tulare, and I was like, yeah, there's no chance I'm gonna fucking drive all the way over there.
I mean, you already drove up a mountain.
Yeah, but that was not worth it.
So Tulare, you probably wouldn't be worth it either.
No, and I was just like, all right, let's see where this goes, and I just shoot the girl like a hey, knowing full well
That you're going
it's
to
not
get
the greatest
rejected
line.
from that.
But it's like, oh yeah, it's just a hey.
Never
whatever.
shoot a girl hey on Tinder. That's what I've learned.
And then, or no, I sent her hi, so even worse.
Hi.
And then she says, hey, with an exclamation point. And then and the conversation was going good. I mentioned her clothes. I was like,
You
oh,
mentioned
that's
her clothes?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a nice top. Because I wasn't trying to because there's like 3 moods I use when messaging. It's like flirty, funny, or just like genuinely interested. And then when she just responded to a hi, I was like, okay, this probably isn't just some usual Tinder woe girl.
Where she just vanishes.
Yeah,
like
where
a
she
ghost.
just. Which we got to play that for Jonathan at the end of the.
Flag. Oh, the song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've never showed you my song.
Oh, that's right. You did make a song.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
it was a candid recording because he didn't know I was recording it. So
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. And I could have played it live for you, but I never did. So, but you'll get to hear it here.
Big sad.
But no, so it was going really good, and then I ended it with a question asking what her favorite music genre was,
Mm-hmm.
and she's yet to respond.
Oh, she left you there.
She doesn't even
Left
like
her there.
music.
How long ago was that?
This was like 3 days ago, and then while we were recording, because my phone was like low key blowing up while we were recording, I matched with this girl on Tinder from way back when, Snapchatted, and I was like, oh hey, I think we matched before, lol.
Great.
And then she's
great.
like, oh, I doubt it. I haven't been in town that long, lol. But how are you doing? Without a G. And I was just like, Jesus.
You just left it at that?
No, I responded. I was just like, oh, I'm just recording for my podcast, you know.
Oh, you gotta flex the podcast.
I gotta flex on these.
See, that's how you get girls.
I gotta flex on these woes.
You gotta always be doing something.
One girl actually cared about our podcast and actually said
Yeah.
it's very good.
No, cool. Jonathan, like on Tinder, I got a lot more matches and shit when I put that I was a host of a podcast.
Which is what I did too, to try to do the same thing.
Dang.
And it worked.
It
kind of
Host
worked.
of a podcast.
And then the only other podcaster that was a girl on there ghosted both of us.
Yeah, that's if you look at our last clip on Instagram, that's
Yeah, we matched the same girl, and she ghosted us on different occasions.
And then we realized that like mid podcast, and we just like high fived over it because
Yeah.
we're just. But yeah, those are good ones. Sorry
Yeah.
for your woe.
Oh no, it's fine.
This is what this podcast is for: is to make yourselves feel better about the Tinder woes.
I don't have any Tinder woes, but I will say, all the Filipinos be stealing the girl.
Is that so?
I'm coming after you, Filipinos. No, Burmese people don't get shit.
Bro, yeah. Speaking of
Dude, I hate to sound ignorant, but when
we already going.
I'm treading very lightly here. But when Kyle told me his last girlfriend was Burmese,
Yeah.
the first thing I thought of was, oh, I think there's a town in Elder Scrolls called Burma.
You really thought that?
No, I wasn't like serious, but that was the only like Burm thing that I knew in my head. I was like, there's an actual country.
I'm from Skyrim.
Yeah, so most people don't really know that you're Burmese right off the bat. Huh?
I mean, because
People assume you're Filipino.
Yeah, like pretty much everyone.
You can feel the pain in
most
that.
most people from Southeast Asia like look the same. So like especially like when you compare like Thai, Burmese, or it's Myanmar now, but like I still say Burmese. But like if you compare Thai, Burmese, and like Lao people, like they look the same. There's no like visible difference. But like yeah, like the languages are different. Like you could probably hear the difference in the languages and like other stuff, but just not the physical appearance.
Right.
Because like we're all from the same like region. Like people from the same regions tend to look the same.
Well, like if I saw you like I don't know at a Starbucks, and because I've hung out with a lot of Filipinos, I wouldn't assume you were Filipino.
You wouldn't assume I was Filipino?
It's like I don't know. It's something with like the eyes and
what?
Like the pigment. It's
Now
just
that
like
you-
no.
like,
he's-
You can tell
Because like
he
okay,
really looks.
certain Filipinos do have very distinct features.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like Filipinos have certain features, but like those three that I mentioned, are pretty like.
Like if I saw you, I wouldn't be like, oh, that dude's Filipino. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't know.
I don't even know what
Mexican,
I thought.
Asian.
I mean, like there was a dude in my class, like, in my physics class. My teacher, she was like, so I was sitting at my desk already, and then he walks in and she's like, "Hey, Jonathan." I'm like, "You just called him Jonathan?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I get my kids mixed up like that too." I'm like,
Were you guys the only two Asian kids in the class?
I don't think we might have been, but like we the thing is like we have similar features. Like we're both kind of like short, stocky, like brown guys.
I understand, like, kind of, I guess, the people don't know what race I am, because I think I might have said this before, too. But most people think I'm Middle Eastern or Indian of some type.
I'd say I'd lean towards more towards Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't know.
You're Mexican, bro.
I mean,
I think it's because, like, the nose.
It's the nose. Most people, like...
The nose is, like...
It throws them off.
Yeah.
When everyone asks me, or when people ask me, it's like, oh, what is Kyle? It's like, well, whitewashed Mexican.
That's
Pretty
basically what it is. Yeah.
He's a hard
But,
shell.
you know, I like-
Whitewashed Mexican who's into Asians.
Yeah, but basically... I forgot where I was going with that. Dang it, Vanilla. You messed me up.
I'm sorry. But no, like, right before we started recording, I was like, yeah, I matched with this Asian girl on Tinder. And he's like, oh, shoot her my way.
I didn't say... Did I say that?
Yes, you did. You
Oh, I
said
actually-
shoot her my way.
I actually said
Or
that.
send her my way or something like that.
Yeah. No, but then we found out that we both matched with her, too.
We both matched with another girl.
So, and she turned out to be... We deemed her as not real.
Yeah.
Not real.
She'd be... There's a lot of
because Asian people don't exist.
Yeah,
Asians aren't real.
I'm not even real. I'm like, yeah, I'm in your head.
Yeah, I don't think Jonathan's actually here. But you know what else we got coming up?
What's up, man?
For all the students out there who listen to us, I'm sure we all got finals.
We
coming
probably
up.
got a couple.
So, bro,
like
BCHS finals, like.
Well, no. By the time we release this, finals season will be over.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right. This is pre-recorded by the way.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, like for finals.
Y'all thought
finals are they don't count against us. So
wait,
really?
nothing?
Nope. So like if we do bad, like nothing. But if we do good, then yeah.
So why even try?
I mean, I think they'll do a thing where like if there's like visible proof that you just half-assed your final, like they're gonna like say something about it. But like if it looks like you actually made an effort, but like still didn't do that good, like they'll probably like notice.
Like
that.
My last girlfriend, when she was graduating, I was in my first year or my second year at BC. So she was 18, I was 20, and it was right when COVID first hit. And basically, COVID got her graduated because she was doing shit in all her classes, and they're just
Save
like, "Oh
the
yeah,"
day, bro.
it's like, "Oh yeah, here's your diploma." Fuck off.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
she would be lit, huh?
What was her major?
No, high school.
Oh, I'm dumb.
No, she'd call me at like 3 a.m. being like, I don't know how to write this paper. Help me. And I'm like, fuck no, dude. I gotta work tomorrow.
Bro, that's annoying.
Dude,
honestly.
this same girl, I think I've told you this story with Jonathan. So this girl one time, she takes acid.
Just straight up.
Always a good start.
And then drives to my house. And now this is Saturday at like 9 p.m. I gotta get up the next day at like 6 a.m. for my construction job.
Mm-hmm.
And she's over and she's just fucking sideways. Like her pupils are, I've never seen, like, you know when they say the pupils get dilated?
Yeah.
Like there was a hint of her natural blue eyes. Everything was just like her whole,
her eyes
scary,
turned black, bro.
Basically.
That's scary.
And she just kept freaking out at the littlest thing. Like the fan was on and she'd be like, and I was like, okay. And then basically when you do acid, you can't fall asleep. So it's not like when people smoke weed or drink, like you can just like knock out from it. You can't knock out from acid or LSD. You're up for at least 8 hours.
Isn't acid LSD?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But basically it's the same thing. And I was just like, dude, I was getting annoyed to the point because she was just like, oh, she's like, oh, let's, she was nudging me, being like, oh, hey, let's do a little something. And I was like, no, you're high.
What kind of something?
Sex.
Oh.
What's that?
What's it? Yeah. I was just like, what's that?
And I was just like, no, dude, I'm not gonna do that with you. You're high. Like, you're not thinking straight.
That's not a good thing.
How do I know? Like, yeah. And it was just like, yeah, no, this is a road that I do not want to go down. So just sit there. I'm going to sleep. I gotta work. And she kept waking me up for.
Why'd you leave her? Like, keep her in your house?
What's I gonna do? Go tell her to go drive? She's fucking seeing. She's seeing the street.
The wall is moving.
The wall is moving. There's a whale in the sky.
Her hands are like crazy now, I guess.
Yeah.
Just lock her.
You want to put that just lock her, dude?
In the bathroom.
Jesus, Kyle, I didn't know you were.
That'd be terrifying for her.
Be locked in a bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, because the blackness, I'm sure, would just like. Yeah, no, I was basically just stuck with someone tripping during my sleep time before work. So she leaves at like 6 a.m. or I basically kick her out at 6 a.m. because she's like getting her shit together, and I have like 30 minutes to sleep before I have work.
Jeez, that sounds like a rough time.
It was. But so then now I'm like, yeah, if a girl like, it's like on Tinder, if she's like, oh, let's drop some, and then has like an emoji for acid, I'm like, yeah, nope, swipe left. I'm not dealing with that shit again.
I mean, yeah, sounds annoying. Should we get into our...
Yeah, let's get into our
last
segment. What you watching? What you watching? What you watching? So, Jonathan, as a musician, what do you think of our little jingle there?
It was terrible. No.
Thank you. That's the best we've heard.
It's a jingle.
Thanks. We came up with that.
Yeah, that's Kyle on guitar, and then we're both doing the vocals.
Yeah, we're trying to come up with another one soon, so hopefully we'll get.
Wait, we're doing another What You Watching?
No, another jingle. That's all.
Oh, right. I was like, yeah, we're not re-recording that.
So who's going first?
Oh,
Paper,
let's see.
scissors.
We'll go guess first.
Russian roulette. No. What have I been watching?
Yeah.
I'd say over Thanksgiving break, I was watching I watched a bunch of movies, but not because I necessarily wanted to, but because like my sister was like she might have been exposed to COVID.
Oh
yeah, so you couldn't get out.
But like she didn't. So I was just watching a bunch of movies, and so I watched a bunch of horror movies.
Right.
What did I watch?
There's a horror movie we watched. Remember?
What?
Remember the table one?
Oh, The Platform. Yeah, that one was pretty good. That was good. I watched The Platform. I also watched a bunch of like angsty teen coming of age movies, like Perks of Being a Wallflower. That one's good.
That one's good.
Then I also watched Lady Bird. That one was cool.
I've never seen Lady Bird. Is that any good?
I watched the I liked the characters, but it was very like kind of edgy, you know. It was like,
right,
my name is Lady Bird. like referring to her as Lady Bird was kind of like but
I've never seen that one either.
It was good though. It was in an interesting time period because it took place after 9/11. So like it's not like directly affected by that, but like it does affect the plot like a little bit. Right. It was really interesting.
Not bad.
Also, what horror movies have I seen recently? I really wanted to watch the original Hills Have Eyes, but I couldn't find it on any of the streaming services that I had, so I had to watch the remake. It wasn't bad, but like a lot of people said it plays more into the violence rather than being suspenseful.
Right.
Which like I dig suspense more than violence.
I dig the suspense over violence too when it comes to horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well,
is it your turn or my turn?
You go.
Okay, so I watch very few things. It sounds like you watch very multiple things. So
yeah,
basically,
I might. Whenever we do What You Watching, I might just kick you out and have Jonathan co-host that segment.
Honestly, yeah, because he's got like a billion things he could say. But the one thing that I've watched was, it was a documentary actually on. You guys ever heard the documentary about the rock climber guy, Free Solo?
Wait, what did he climb?
I forgot what mountain he climbed, but
sounds familiar.
Was he like free climbing it? Or?
Yeah, so basically free soloing, like I learned from my rock climbing class actually, is basically like the most dangerous form of rock climbing, where you have no harnesses or anything. You just kind of just go for it and hope you don't fall off of a huge mountain. And so it was really intense, but he's the guy who climbs the rock, he's so calm. He's just like, yeah, I'm just going to climb up this rock.
It's important to stay calm, though.
Which, because if you're freaking out, you're probably going to fall off more.
Yeah. No, I'd heard that a lot of people that do that kind of stuff, they have, like, really low, like, endorphin levels. So then stuff like that would freak people out. Mm-hmm. Like, it just doesn't. So then they're just calm and they're just, like, looking for that... not that they're looking for the chase or the feeling, whatever, but
like an adrenaline type of thing.
Like they have they have really
I didn't think about that.
Levels.
Like it's harder for them to get it, so they have to do these extreme activities to get it. That's crazy.
Like an Evel Knievel type, or like people who do, or like the dude who, like speaking of, but like the dude who walked across a tightrope for the Twin Towers.
Oh yeah. Dude, watching.
It's like dude, when I saw the picture of that, I was just like, how the fuck did that guy do that?
You know what else really interests me that's kind of like the dangerous rock climbing is parkour. Like I'll see these videos.
Parkour.
I mean, yeah, because we used to joke like parkour and we like jump off the side of or like kick the side of the wall. And
we'd go up like a foot.
I know, or we'd wall run for like 2 seconds on a wall. But I don't know. No, I watch these videos of these guys who are just like, jumping from one building to another and stuff like that, and like doing all these crazy like efficient maneuvers, and then I'm just like, dang, I really want to learn how to do that, but I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself pretty bad trying to learn how to.
I've seen like
do stuff like that.
There's like videos of like dudes falling off buildings,
like actually falling off buildings.
Not like tall buildings, but like kind of like shorter buildings, but like still like a bad fall, and it looks. I mean, yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, see, and I don't want to hurt myself like that bad, so I don't know. It might be one I'm gonna pass on. But I do love to climb stuff like trees and simple stuff that I less likely to fall off.
Right.
Like I always scale my house and think of how I can get on the roof. The most
Yeah, you
easiest way.
climbed my fence.
I climbed over. Yeah, so I got to tell him about this.
Go for it.
So last time I was here, I had to get my guitar out of the car, right? And then I ended up locking myself out of the house, and I didn't want to knock because his brother was in a meeting, and so I climbed over his fence and landed in this mud pile around your dog. And
Was it mud or was it something else?
no, because your dog, like,
The dog was his area was freshly cleaned.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if he would have waited a couple more days, it would have been something else.
no, but there were like piles,
Yeah,
like there,
but it wasn't
and
like
it
as
barely
bad.
missed
Yeah.
my guitar because I had to lower my guitar down first and hope it didn't land in a pile of like poop or something.
Yeah.
And then I had to jump over myself, and so I could have just texted him, but I didn't have my phone.
Yeah, you could have just, hey, can you come open the door for me?
But I didn't have my phone, so
I thought you did have your phone.
I
on
did
you.
not have my phone.
Oh,
So that was the only option to
you
get.
should have like been waving at my security camera. I would have seen it.
Would you? Would it have like gone?
Yeah,
off?
I always see it.
Oh well. This was more
it's,
fun.
It's a motion alert in front of my house. Of course, I'm gonna look at it.
So I'll just jump around and be like, "Open the door."
Yeah. Yeah. Worst case scenario, could have had a funny recording of you going, "Let me in."
For sure. But yeah, what about you? What have you been up to?
I've been watching? Well, I'm about to finish up Watchmen, the HBO series I was telling you about,
Right.
with Sal. Yeah, I watched episode 8, so gotta finish it with episode 9, which it's been going pretty good. But ever since I got like, I feel really douchey saying this, but ever since I got like my 4K TV, I'm like,
Whoa.
if it's not recorded in 4K,
Flex.
I don't want to see it.
You can't watch no
Dude,
3K.
It's
now.
HBO. Like, why? Why isn't it?
Why isn't what?
Why isn't it in 4K?
So every time, like,
No, because HBO is like, they usually do high production. That's why it's like,
what K is our vision in?
I don't know.
We got that 4K vision.
But no, and then what I watched recently that I've been meaning to, but I hadn't for the longest time, was The Godfather Part 2.
Oh,
Because I'm a big Godfather fan, and I was just like, oh, the second one keeps on going with the story, and it tells the early story of Vito, who's the Godfather, played by Marlon Brando in the first movie, and in this one, he's played by Robert De Niro, and he actually won an Academy Award for that role.
Oh, wow.
And I think it was like one of the only 2 franchises that, or I think it was like one of the first sequels to win an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was like the Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
Yeah, I've never been a big Godfather person, but my family loves them. So
I've always wanted to watch it, but
It's good.
Was it on Netflix or what was it on? Because I don't think it's on Netflix anymore.
No, I think the first one is. I watched it because a while back, a couple years ago, the Coppola restoration where they like restored it to like 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
It was on sale, so I own it. But I think it's on. I'd be willing to bet at least the first one's on like Prime Video.
gotcha.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. And then what I've been planning to watch is another like gangster movie, which is, have either of you seen Black Mass with Johnny Depp?
No, I haven't, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, it's Johnny Depp plays this mobster in I think the late 70s.
Is it older? Is it an older?
No, it's a couple years ago.
Okay.
It has like Johnny Depp, Kevin Bacon, I forget who else, but he's the main character, and he plays this guy called Whitey Bulger, and he's this like Irish Boston gangster who like they worked with the FBI to take down the Italian mob, but basically it gave them a pass to do whatever they wanted.
Right.
And he went on the run for like 20 years. And apparently Johnny Depp plays the role really well, so that's what I've been meaning to watch.
I'll have to give it a watch too.
For sure. Yeah, that one, I think it is on Netflix, but I'm not sure. But anyways, it is about that time.
What you been listening to?
What have I been listening to?
Yeah.
Jeez, he just cut off my...
All right, no outro yet.
No, I'll edit it. Been listening to... Honestly, I've been... Funny enough, my cousin recommended an audiobook to me.
Oh.
Which is, it's called like A New Earth. And it's called like the process of discovering your purpose. And I was like, man, this sounds douchey. And then reading it, it was just like the whole thing of, you know, like flowers was the first evolutionary step in plants, and it's this thing that everyone gets beauty from it. Artists get beauty from it. People, like, you don't need to learn to see a flower and recognize it's what it gives off. And basically it's like, oh, are humans ready to become the flower? Like, who is ready to become the flower of it?
Sounds really deep.
Yeah, it's a deep thinking, but to music, which is I'm sure what you were asking.
I'm pretty sure he was asking about music.
No, I've been listening to, I listened to that new, are you a Billie Eilish fan?
I don't think she's bad, but I don't listen to her
right.
that much.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I like a handful of her songs.
Yeah.
And her new song, Therefore I Am. Remember I was playing it in the car?
Was that new?
Yeah.
That's a new song?
It's a 2020 song.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, because
I didn't know she came out with anything.
Yeah, that's her new song. I've been listening to that because it's pretty cool. Some older stuff. I was listening to the what's the Kendrick album where it has all the guys in front of the White House?
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, I was listening to. For some reason, I listened to All Right a bunch of times in high school, but I never had it downloaded.
Yeah,
and I was listening to the radio, and I was like, man, do I have this on my music library? And I didn't, so I've been listening to that. And then, of course, some Kid Cudi.
That's your second mention of Kid Cudi on this podcast.
What's your favorite Kid Cudi album?
You really got him with a good question here, because this is like his thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Probably, I don't know. That's tough. That is a tough question. Man on the Moon 2.
That's I forget the names, but I know the album covers.
There's the one where he's sitting and there's the galaxy behind him. I would say between that one and the I think it's called Indicud. Indicud, the one with the fire.
Yeah.
I would say it's between those.
Yeah.
And then he came out with, I'm hoping that Kids See Ghosts goes along further, which is the group with him and with him and Kanye, who's Kyle's favorite artist.
My favorite artist is Kanye, yeah.
And Kid Cudi has been teasing Man on the Moon 3.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
So I can't wait for that album. But yeah, it'd probably be between Man on the Moon 2 or Indicud.
I'd probably have to agree. Like, those are probably my favorite.
Those are two of the best, I'd say.
I mean, like, the first Man on the Moon is like amazing though.
Oh yeah, I mean for a debut album.
Yeah, actually, that wasn't his debut album. He had a kid. He had a LP. Yeah. A kid named Cudi. That one was good. Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah,
too.
No, that one was good, but with the studio album, I guess.
Studio ones, yeah.
For sure. But yeah, that about wraps it up. Jonathan, it's been cool having you.
Thanks for coming on, Jonathan. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Did you how'd you think of your first podcast experience?
I feel like really tired. It was cool.
You always feel like that, though.
I think it's because I came here right after school.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm like pretty tired right now, but it was cool.
It was nice meeting you for the first time.
Yeah.
Or for
what was your name again?
My name's
Carl.
Jim Bathy.
Carl Jenner, something like that.
Carl Jenner.
Carl Penis. Yeah.
My name's Kylie.
But all right, we'll be back next week, and Kyle, next week will be our Christmas episode.
Yeah, so get ready for some ho-ho-hos. I don't know what I'm saying.
That was a good one.
All right. I guess we'll end it here.
Hopefully we'll have some... you should have said, dude, we're going to have some Tinder whoa.
Yeah.
But no, all right. We'll see you guys next week.
Later, guys.